Yay, Trigun. I'm not real big on westerns. I think this is like one of the only few like western animes I've ever seen. Though this one I actually kind of like. A lot of people look at this one as being, as or recognize it as the first anime role Johnny Young Bosch ever had. Especially if you compare it to the way he sounds now. It sounds so freaking different. He probably picked up on the whole kind of voice thing, or maybe he got voice training. I don't know. I don't know. But, this is a nice one. I don't think I've ever seen, like, the first. No, yeah, I have. I've seen the first episode. I think. Isn't the first episode sort of like a weird little prequel thing, and then it goes on to, the regular one? I don't remember, but I remember some pretty interesting stuff, and I remember how, like, they showed off, Vash and Knives at some point. I'm kind of talking about some spoilerish stuff. I saw it on Adult Swim, and it looked pretty interesting. And I remember I saw an article about it of Johnny Young Bosch talking. It's like, oh, this is an anime role from the Power Ranger guy. That's kind of cool. That's actually very cool. Um, you know, and I remember seeing some of the episodes. I don't remember too much. I do remember one little gag that Vash that I thought was pretty funny. How like Vash and that girl wearing the shirt and tie had, where he'd be like, "Hello," and she'd be like, "Hello." It's kind of funny. I almost looked at Vash in the same sort of light as Kenshin. They were both nice guys, but they could be serious when they needed to, and they were both super powerful. I mean, Vash for one thing had that little angel arm thing, but he could only do one of them. Like, and I know how Knives could do too. And yeah, pretty interesting sort of thing. Um, I don't remember too much of the show in general. I do remember the prequel episodes that they would show of that one girl who was like Vash's like quote unquote sister or mom, I guess, and how she died and they were in space and they send Vash and Knives into the world. And I remember like they had like I remember like Knives like shot someone for food or something. And Vash was like, "Why the fuck did you do that?" Or something like that. I don't remember too much. Pretty little interesting sort of thing. Um, just sniffing. Uh, and I remember like one thing I found kind of weird about the last episodes that they would show the conversation between Vash and Nas where they were going to kill each other. It was interesting because I felt like it was honestly felt more like a conversation between the two. I mean they were brothers, so it wasn't like that they. It wasn't like where it's just like the ultimate battle between good and evil or something like that. It was more of like a personal sort of thing. So I guess that kind of made sense for why they were talking to each other. But still, you know, at the time, I was thinking, why aren't they just fighting each other? And of course, if I were to watch it now, it makes sense and whatnot. All that good junk. But yeah, it was a pretty good show. And I remember, I think like Vash after he killed Knives, spoiler, uh, he like left or something. I don't remember. And went off to just redo his thing. I remember the other guy too who had like the cross gun, and the dude with like the blue hair. I don't remember his name, but I think it was kind of cool. I think Vash ended up killing him though. Uh, Another thing that I found that's actually not really that new info. Basically, there's that movie that Funimation got the rights to, and then they released it for sub, I think, or it's available for sub. It's probably gonna go the same way as the Unlimited Blade Works movie, where there's not really anything we can do about it. where there's probably not going to get dubbed or even released in America. I hope it gets released, and I hope the same thing for Unlimited Blade Works, but it probably won't. I think it came out in theaters though. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm pretty sure the Trigun movie actually is released on DVD. It's still sub only. I think they potentially could redub it since they have Johnny Young Bosch back, or since they have him working on Son Goku Basara. So it at least shows that Funimation doesn't have a problem with getting back any of the any like old voice actors. Like I know how like for the Evangelion movie they got Spike Spencer back for Shinji, and they're obviously getting Johnny Young Bosch for Sanada Yukimura, which of course he's been doing Sanada Yukimura for a while now with Samurai Warriors. Just had to scratch my ear for a little bit because it was itchy. But this is a good show. If you like westerns or shooting sort of things and whatnot, I'd definitely recommend this one. I'm pretty sure it's out on DVD and it is dubbed. The movie is not dubbed, and I don't know if it ever will be. They probably could, like I said, they could get Johnny Young Bosch, which the main point of that would be, who would really care about any other voice besides Johnny Young Bosch playing Vash? I mean, is there any other voice role that really matters? They could probably find someone to replace Knives and the girls and whatnot. Excuse me. But yeah, that's what I think of Trigun. These are kind of winding down a little bit. I think, once we get to Yu Yu Hakusho, it'll sort of pick up a little bit, at least for that one. But yeah, that's what I have to say about Trigun. Haven't heard the Japanese version, though I do know that the guy who does both Zhao Yun and Zelos, Masaya Onosaka, does Vash, which is pretty interesting. Haven't heard his portrayal of Vash, but I'm sure it's pretty good and whatnot. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Go buy the DVD or something, or see if you can go to the Dollar Theater and the Trigun movie is there. I don't know. Bye.